Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From RNA Music, deep in the heart of Texas, your mom and pop guitar shop and lesson studio.
That's right.
That's where we are. That's who we are. And we're going to answer your questions. It's Ask RNA time.
Yeah.
So excited. First question, Jim Hyde. Hello. I have recently discovered your channel and I enjoy it very much. I'm glad. Awesome. Thank you, Jim. I'm looking at the CMGs and was wondering if there was much difference between the Korean frog dogs and the American ones. Well, he's talking about the pickups that come with CMG guitars. They call them frog dog pickups. It's CMG's own brand. And in the stock ones, like this one right here, that has the Korean made CMG frog dog pickups, but they also make American ones. If you go to their website, there's not a whole lot of spec about them, but I know a guy. So I asked Chris, and he said the obvious difference is one is made in the USA. The American pickups have more sparkle and chime on the high end. They sound more like a traditional PAF pickup. So probably just a tad bit more sparkle and clarity on the USA's, I would guess. I've not played them. All I've ever played is the Korean frog dog pickups. Frog dog. This cracks me up. They like their dogs. They're what? Flat face. What are they? What kind of dog is that? A bulldog?
A bull terrier, I think.
Bull terrier. They're cute. Anyways, we've had this CMG for a while with the Korean ones, and I've always thought I would swap out the pickups, but I still haven't yet after 4 years. Although I still might. But there you go, man. Just a bit more sparkle and chime on the USA ones. Sparkly. Thanks for the question, Jim. Next question, James Chris. The next big fad is fan frets. Do you sell Big Tex guitars? We were talking last week about the next upcoming fad in guitars, so it could be. I think fan frets are already here. I don't know if they'll stick around or not, though. Do we sell Big Tex guitars?
Nope.
No? I don't think I've ever actually even heard of Big Tex guitars, which I assume they're made in Texas.
Be surprised.
You would think.
There's been a few people to try to make money off of the Texas name.
That aren't really from Texas.
Right.
You know that Schecter Guitars were once headquartered in Texas. Did you know that? California company, but they moved to Texas for a while.
Yeah.
Just saying. They went back to California.
California
likes to party. We party in Texas sometimes. We party a little bit different than California, though.
A little bit.
No, we do not. But maybe I should take a look. I've never even heard of them. The only guitar brands I'm really familiar with is that are headquartered, at least in Texas, is Diamond. Of course, they're from Houston. And then there's another one, Jericho Guitars. Jericho is another kind of factory direct brand. But they mostly do baritones and extended range stuff. But they're, Texas owned and operated. The guitars are made in Korea, kind of like Diamond. But I'm not aware of really any other big name Texas brands. Dickies is in Texas.
That's not a guitar.
Yeah, but they make cool clothes for the working man. Guitar players. Thanks for the question, James. Next question. Damas Phantom. I got it right one of the pronunciations last week.
I know.
One of them you said. Would you check out the Randall RG 1003 too? I mean, also. Heard great things about it, but I'm hesitant to buy one. I'm pretty happy with my used PV 5150, but the Randall sounds so good for the money. I need a head for the road. Kind of hilarious how all these cheap amps sound good.
So good.
You know what? I don't have any now, but I actually ordered in an RG 1003 for Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
Jake bought one. He does, actually, sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
It's funny. One of our great regular, I said students, customers. Jake's not a student.
Yeah, he's like our kid, though.
He's like one of our kids. Jake actually ordered one because I think they were, if I remember correctly, they were like $2.99 just for the head, which is pretty affordable. And I went to one of their band practices because our teacher Brianna, who teaches drums, they played in a band together. I went to one of their practices and I thought, man, this thing actually sounds really pretty good for $300. And I want to say somebody, one of the bands that Adam likes, Crowbar, somebody, Doom Metal, some guy who's playing them.
Low Jack.
Low Jack. Dreadlock. You know, somebody's actually using those on the road. So I thought it sounded pretty good, honestly, for what it was. I don't think it would sound better than a 5150 from Peavey, because those are awesome. I played on an original 5150 years ago when they first came out, and that was sick.
What?
But it would not be a bad backup head, or, you know, if you're afraid to take that one not on the road, you know, the Randall would probably be all right. I might see if I don't even know if Jake still has his. If he does, maybe I could, you know, get him to bring it up here and let me play it. Jake, do you still have your Randall? He might not be watching. He just comes in the store. He doesn't watch. He just comes in the store all the time. All right, thanks, man. Next question. Tech Fanatic. I like what you did there with the Fanatic. Fanatic. Have you ever tried the vintage brand Strat style guitars, and what do you think of them? I have not tried the vintage brand. I have looked at them. I've seen a lot of videos. They're kind of like an affordable brand. I think they're based out of England, actually. Yeah. I believe.
I've tried them.
You've tried them? What'd you think?
I haven't tried.
What? You tricked me. You're so tricksy. I would be interested because they're kind of what I see as I would compare them to, like, here in the States would be kind of like oh dang, what's that brand that the other dude used to sell down the street?
Samick.
Samick. Yeah. Look at you. I knew you would know because we used to talk about Samick all the time. So Samick and Cort here in the USA are kind of, you know, really budget guitars built overseas, you know, by the factories. I would say that they're probably similar. But, you know, Samick and Cort as a brand don't seem to carry much weight, you know, popularity-wise. But I've heard a lot of good things about the vintage stuff.
Yep.
So, I don't want to buy one just to find out if it's good or not.
Parched.
Yeah. Look at that koozie.
Look at that branding right there.
Look at that koozie.
Look at that branding.
Yeah, look at this branding, though. That was quite slurpy. You like the new logo or the old logo?
I like them both.
I like this one. I like this one because it's got a little Texas Lone Star, Texas Ranger
You
star.
like it because it's you on it.
Well, I don't know who this fine specimen holding this Explorer is. Who that guy is, but he's probably pretty cool. Anyways.
He's alright. You know I love him.
You're my feelings. I thought you loved me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I haven't ever personally put my hands on a vintage guitar, but I love to. You know, I'd like to check it out and just see. There's a trend right now with the really budget guitars gaining a lot of popularity. Which I think there's another question here similar to that. But
probably.
Thanks for the question, Tech Fanatic. Next question.
Tech Fanatic.
Angelo J. Ricchetti. Angelo.
Yes.
Ryan, do you have a catalog and also ship? If so, let me know. I would love to give you as much business as possible. Thanks, AJ. I do not have a ship, AJ. I've never been into boating or sailing much.
I think also ship, like shipping.
Oh, shipping. Well, it says. Do you have a catalog and also ship?
Do you also ship?
I know. I was just making a dad joke.
Okay.
Because I'm a dad.
Oh, right.
And I have dad shoes. Dad joke. Anyways, yes. Angelo, no, we do not have a catalog, interestingly enough. I don't think anybody has catalogs anymore.
That would be really cool if we had our own catalog. Or magazine, or like, you know, family newsletter. I
was talking to a dude yesterday. We were talking about the Montgomery Ward catalogs.
I know, I remember Montgomery
Not the Sears or the Penny's catalog.
No, that was the first.
Montgomery Ward catalogs.
Montgomery Wards.
It was the best.
It was.
So no, we don't have anything like that. We do ship continental USA. Alaska and Hawaii is going to cost some Benjamins. I have shipped to Alaska before, but it's some money. But if you really want to, show your support, of course, I'll tell you who we carry. We carry Schechter, carry Orange, we carry D'Addario and their entire family, which includes Evans and ProMark and Planet Waves. We carry Pig Hog cables, which are great, which are from Ace Product Group. They've got, stands and gig bags and hard shell cases for guitars. Acacia guitars, CMG guitars, Washburn guitars, Randall amplifiers, although I do not really have a lot of Randalls on hand because honestly out here in East Texas the metal doesn't sell super good.
Yeah.
And our orange amps definitely outsell our Randalls by
all the time. We go through them orange amps.
A significant amount. So I can get Randall. But we don't stock a lot. So if there's anything from those brands, if it's current production model, we can get it. We can get it, and if you want it. So the best thing is to check out the brands we carry. Go check their websites and see if there's anything that tickles your fancy. And we can always do that. So thank you so much. Now there's always just even watching our videos and commenting and giving us a thumbs up, which is great. Like, subscribe. If you've not subscribed to our Ask RNA and RNA channel, please subscribe. That helps us out tremendously. T-shirts, you can go to our Teespring store, get a t-shirt in several styles. It's a great way to show your support. Gear, check out any of those brands. And like I said, if it's a current production model, we can get it for you. If it's out of production, like this guy or that guy, we can't get out of production models, obviously. So, but thank you, Angelo. Appreciate it, man. It's very kind of you. Next question. Joseph Scalone. Is it Scalone?
Or Scalone. Like Stallone.
Scalone. Joseph Stallone. I think it's Scalone. Hello, Ryan and Angela. Every day I get on YouTube and I am seeing more and more videos about Thomann and tons of demos on Harley Benton guitars. I am almost to the point where I may have to order one or two of them. Everyone is saying how good they are. Thoughts? Keeping the music alive in Delaware.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say.
Delaware.
You know what I'm going to Hi. I'm in Delaware. Wayne's World.
Yes, Wayne's World.
I can't, that's a dad movie.
We watched that a lot when we first got together.
So many. It's been a while since we've seen it.
Yeah.
So many times.
21 years ago.
Hi. I'm in Delaware.
Hi.
Thank you for keeping the music and the rock alive in Delaware, Joseph. Harley Benton, that is something you do see. You're seeing a lot of that. I actually had one of our regular customers, Holden Knight, messaged me on Facebook and said, "Hey man, thinking about getting this Harley Benton. What do you think?" That's exactly how he sounded on Facebook.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I can read it that way too.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's like a lot of people are talking good things about them and saying how great they are for the money. I think the caveat is for the money. For a $250 or $300 guitar, they're good for a $250 or $300 guitar. I think that's the thing to keep in mind with that. I have not put my hands on one. Thomann has not sent me any free to demo like they have other YouTube guys.
Whatever.
But it's cool. It's whatever.
It's cool.
Whatever.
It's cool.
But we're a little bit different because we're also a retailer, although small compared to them. But I don't know. I think they're probably pretty good if you keep in mind what they are. I don't think a $300 guitar from anywhere is gonna compare to say like a $700 or $800 guitar. But it
is what it is.
It is what it is. And when big companies are showing you some love as a YouTuber and a reviewer, if the product is like decent, I think people are going to say, hey, this is pretty great. What it is, they're going to,
Yeah.
But the marketing is taking over. Marketing, YouTube is the now of marketing. So if you can get, it's a small circle too. It's a small circle in the guitar community of YouTube reviewers. I think of bigger names, and I don't know. It's hard for me to say without putting my hands on them. I would love to try one, but I'm kind of iffy about, like, I've looked at them online. $250. I'm like, that looks pretty good. But that's $250 that I could be putting into our store.
Right.
So I don't want to spend the money just to get one. Just to, like, shoot a video about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have looked at their cabs, though, because they have a Harley Benton 2x12 speaker cab that has vintage 30s in it, Celestians, for a really good price. I've thought about that because I always need an extra speaker cab. So, I don't know. Vintage, Harley Benton. I find it interesting now that they're starting to gain some momentum and some hype, whereas other brands that are probably just as comparable in quality get stigmatized, like Cort and Samick, right?
Yeah.
Probably pretty similar. But yeah, if any of you guys have one, share below in the comments what your experience so far is. Because right now, the rest of us we're seeing videos, and we're like, hey, these people are saying it's great. And like, is it?
Is it?
I'm sure we've all bought something that someone said was great, and when we got it, it was like, this isn't that great. It's okay. It's okay.
It's aight.
It's aight. It's not all amazing, but I don't know. It's hard for me to say. My interest is piqued for both those brands, Vintage and Harley Benton. I would love to try one out and give my honest thoughts on it, but
right.
I don't want to spend money just out of curiosity for that. Thanks, Joseph. Final question. John Harpole. Hi, John. Great to see the smiling faces of the bitter bass music ho. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Paul's a hooer when it comes to playing bass. He will play for money.
He'll do it. He'll do it.
Yeah, he'll
make it rain.
Yeah. Like, he's not going to play for the president unless it pays. Then he will. Forsake his punk rock sensibilities for the Benjamins.
Yes.
I think he meant to say something else.
He's like the man who.
You guys make me laugh. These are some great questions. Question. Who are your favorite top 10 guitarists?
10.
Good Lord, John. Hi, Angela. Thanks for my awesome toboggan. What about Lincoln Brewster?
Yeah.
I don't think that was a question for you, but I think it was just saying hi.
How about Lincoln Brewster? I have not made him a toboggan. I would love to make him one. I think that'd be fun. That'd be pretty cool.
You've made a lot of toboggans lately.
I have.
We shipped 2
My hands are starting.
Yeah, you just pinched a nerve right before we started shooting.
I did. Almost cried.
She did.
I was like, oh my.
Could you tell she was near tears at the beginning of the video?
I put on my smiley face though.
Just for you guys.
Just for you guys. Oh my god.
We shipped off 2 hats this morning to the guy in Denver. Who I'm always.
On which way you're looking.
Who I'm always.
Flag.
I think it's this way.
This way.
Which way to the beach? That way. Ike, Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado, bought 2 very cool hats from Lawley's Loops.
Yes.
I wanted to keep one.
Hopefully he'll do a video about it. Oh my god. Oh. I actually love you.
I was about to say that. You beat me to it, and I was like, wait, he doesn't do videos.
You will though, won't you?
Y'all should absolutely go subscribe to Flipside Music's YouTube channel.
Bombard him with subscriptions.
Yeah, and then leaving him nasty comments like, hey, I thought there were videos here. He's got like...
Don't leave nasty comments.
He's got like 3 videos.
Just say waiting for the awesome. Waiting for the awesome.
Yeah, go comment on the videos he does have.
Yes. Because
I
think he'll blow up YouTube when he does
My gosh,
doing videos.
if he would actually do videos.
Yeah.
If he would actually sit down and do the videos.
He's just so fun.
He's hilarious.
Yes.
And so...
He has a great personality for video.
Yeah. little salty around the edges, but
That's okay.
yeah.
But genuine.
He's genuine, man.
Yeah.
All the cameras, no videos. He's got like 47 cameras.
Yes.
But he's going to start pretty soon.
I'll make you a meme later and put it on your page.
Excuse
Exactly
me.
what I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do.
So he's got some cool Lawley's Loops hats coming. Maybe there will be a video.
You said there would be.
Okay, sorry. Back to the question, John.
Yeah.
That really cracked me up. Lincoln Brewster's awesome. We were talking about Christian
Yes, we've seen him
musicians. Yeah, we have seen him live, actually.
Yeah, we have.
So last week we were
That's
talking
awesome.
about Christian bands and how a lot of them are like just
Lame.
okay, average. Lincoln Brewster's friggin' amazing.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He is actually one of my favorites because he is a phenomenal,
talented man.
phenomenal guitar player. He started his career playing for, what's his face, from Journey? Steve Perry? Steve Perry?
Yes.
From Journey?
I guess.
He was like, at 19 years old, he was like the touring guitarist for Steve Perry. Playing all the Journey hits. So he's flipping amazing. I actually have a DVD, instructional DVD by him. Lincoln Brewster's.
Legit.
He's legit. So go check him out. He's awesome. If you like Strats. I'm not a Strat guy, but Lincoln's awesome. Okay, my favorite top 10 guitarists. I don't know if we have time for that. We have time for that?
Just start naming them.
Okay.
You don't have to say why. Just say.
Somebody's exhausted is crazy there. There we go.
You don't have to say why. Just say.
Okay. James Hetfield, Dimebag Darrell, Zach Wilde, Slash, Jimmy Page. I'm thinking.
Go through all your band.
Tony Iommi, Stevie Ray Vaughan, friggin' amazing. Jeff Loomis. Thank you. You knew it was coming. Jeff Loomis, how many is this? I don't know, that's 8. I got 2 more. There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones out there. Robert Baker. He's top 10. Robert's a solid number 11. I would put Robert in 11th place. Solid 11th place, Robert Baker.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Who are the ones that made the most impact on me?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know.
Randy Rhoads. Randy's in there. I got one more. Who do I really listen to a lot of?
What's his face in the car?
Nick Johnston. There you are, Nick. Hi. Nick's the newer guy. And after Nick Johnston, Robert Baker. So Robert, I'm sorry you got edged out by Nick Johnston. Yeah, he's friggin' awesome. And I've met Nick. He's really nice. I've met Jeff Loomis. He's really nice. Have I met any of this? Well, okay, number 12 would be Mark Tremonti. Way over there. Right after Robert Baker. Mark Tremonti. I got his autograph on a guitar somewhere. He's killer. So there you go. There's 12, John.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question. Yeah, 12. See, I gave you 2 bonus ones. Thanks for all the questions.
Mine's like Charo, Kermit. No, I'm just kidding.
Who's your top?
John Denver.
Top 10 singers. Top 10 vocalists. Go.
Oh God, top 10 vocalists.
Start naming them off.
Okay.
On your fingers.
Oh gosh, let's see. Barbara Streisand, Aretha Franklin, Lena Horne, Aretha Franklin, Billie Holiday, Etta James, Celine Dion.
The lady with the abs.
Yeah, Cynthia Erivo, Adele, and Pink.
There were no dudes on that list.
Nope. If there would be, it would be like Sting, Josh Groban.
Sting. More Sting. A little
Yeah.
bit more Sting.
Josh Groban, Michael Bublé.
But they didn't make the top 10 list.
They did make the top 10. Because I don't listen to them often.
Those are
Jamie
like,
Cullum.
those are some solid vocalists.
Yeah.
Probably a little more
Yeah.
timeless than my guitar selections. But you know, whatevs. All right, y'all. I think that was it. Thank you for all the questions. We got a lot of questions last week. Well, a lot of comments. So we go through and try to read the comments too. But if you have a question for this next week's Ask RNA, you got to ask it here. people have been asking questions off on other videos. I'm like, I can't go search through a buttload of videos to find the questions. So, what a buttload. So whatever the current Ask RNA is, you ask your questions there, and they'll get answered on the next one. Like, how many cameras does it take to shoot a YouTube video? That's a good question.
Never know.
I'm gonna go ask Ike about that. But ask
Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl. How many people have to make fun of Ike before he makes a YouTube video? Because I'm busting his chops. Robert Baker's busting his chops. Steve from Boston's busting his chops.
Tell you.
Mostly me and Robert.
He will break the internet when he gets going.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the problem is he would upload a video and lose subscribers. Let's put up another video. Just lost 10 more. Like, let's keep going. Pretty soon he'll be back to 0 and you'll have negative subscribers.
Yeah.
Anyways, ask your question below next week. And also, please leave your comments. We do like to read those. The more comments, the better. Give them the little thumbs up thing. If you want to be notified of our videos, click the little bell thingy.
Ring the
That's
bell.
kind of important, apparently, I guess.
Ring the bell.
But definitely subscribe. We do these Ask RNA videos every week. Angela and I answer questions. And you can ask Angela questions.
You can.
You can. It's
Oh my
fine.
God.
Doesn't have to be all gear stuff. It can be about what's it like having such a magnificent husband around all the time. I mean, that must be incredible, right?
Yeah.
And she could answer that.
The gleam that.
You know, what's it like living in Texas? You know, we've got all those questions before, but
Or vocal questions, or teaching questions, or mom questions,
or running your own business being self-employed,
or personal questions, or uplifting questions. Mm-hmm.
all the questions.
Do it.
Ask those. We'll try to answer. Crap. We'll try to answer those next week. Subscribe. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation of musicians and the current generations of musicians, right? There's a lot of you guys out there, I'm finding out, that are, you know, my age or older than me, and you're just now starting your journey on guitar or piano or drums. So we're keeping it alive for you.
Yes.
So excited. You guys keep rocking. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Vlogs on Saturdays.
Yes.
Bitter bass players. All the cameras, no videos.
Sad.